Now, the first NBA Africa game in 2015 was a resounding success, with the highlight being the appearance on the court of African NBA legend DRC's Dikembe Mutombo and Nigeria's Hakeem the Dream. This edition, the major highlight will be the appearance of Thabo Sefolosha, dubbed basketball's Trevor Noah. And to chat to us about the 2017 NBA Africa game, NBA Africa Vice President and Managing Director Amadou Gallo. Thank you so very much, Amadou, for taking the time to join us here on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, NBA Africa game, it doesn't get more exciting than this for the growth of basketball in Africa.
Absolutely, and I'm super excited, and I'm excited for our fans. I'm excited as a fan of basketball to have some of the world's greatest athletes here in Johannesburg on August 5th at Ticket Pro Dome, showcasing their talent, celebrating the diversity of the NBA, more than 30% of our players coming from outside the US, Team Africa versus Team World. You can't get more excitement.
So from the 2015 edition, you've obviously had to get positive feedback for NBA to decide Africa deserves another bite at the spectacle.
Absolutely. I mean, look, I think it's a testament also of the growth of the game. You know, we're building on many decades of engagement on the continent, long tradition. Players like, you know, Hakeem and Dikembe that you talked about have paved the way. So we've had a very successful first historic game in 2015 in Johannesburg, so we couldn't wait to come back, and the demand is there, and we're looking forward to another exciting afternoon of basketball.
Still talking about the 2015 edition, what would you say are the areas that Africa benefited in from that time coming to now?
Look, it's sports and really being on the global stage. Obviously, you know, the NBA is for me, the best professional sport league in the world. And, you know, the diversity we talked about, basketball is the #2 sport in the world. Players from all over the world coming to Johannesburg to really, you know, celebrate, you know, the growth of the game on the continent. We've seen a record number of players who are African-born at opening night rosters last year was 14. There's over currently 70 players from Africa with direct ties to the continent who are playing in the NBA. Some are second generations. So the popularity of the sport is continuing to grow across Africa. We've expanded our junior NBA footprints. We have 2 leagues here in South Africa, having piloted in the Northwest Province with the Royal Bafokeng Nation in 2011. That program won actually the Sports Industry Award as Best Sports Development Program this year. We have a league here in Johannesburg through our partnership with Ford. We just concluded this past weekend in Abidjan, our junior NBA finals with MTN. The weekend before it was in Nairobi. So the game is growing, and really I'm excited now to have all that converge to Johannesburg from August 1st to the 5th. The game is on the 5th, but the game is culminating a week of basketball, you know, activations, starting with Basketball Without Borders, the 15th edition right here in Johannesburg.
Talking about those partnerships, just speak to us about the partnership between NBA and those community teams, especially the ones here in Soweto.
Well, look, I think it's a cornerstone of our strategy to grow the sport, because we think that there's a unique opportunity to engage with young people around positive social activities, and that's what our sports does. We are really relying on the values of the game that are teaching young people about sportsmanship, teamwork, dedication, commitment, respect, and discipline. These are all character traits that successful people have in common, and that's what we are excited about through programs like Junior NBA that we run here in Johannesburg in partnership with Ford, with a lot of teams from Soweto, and in the Northwest Province with the Royal Bafokeng Nation. We are having actually a Junior NBA festival in the Northwest at the Royal Bafokeng Nation from July 31st to August 2nd, with the finals that we're going to be hosting there. We'll take a delegation of NBA players and coaches and team personnel to Bafokeng. It's really to celebrate the success of the program. So, you know, the game is going to be the marquee event, but we are super excited about the youth engagement opportunity throughout the course of the week.
Of course, the biggest thing that brings us here today is the NBA Africa game.
Yeah.
Team World versus Team Africa. Who are some of the big names that we should be expecting at this year's spectacle?
Well, first of all, I'm excited that the game is taking place here in Johannesburg, but this is going to be broadcast live across Africa through our partnership with Kwese, who is going to be, producing the game. And I'm glad that Soweto TV will be airing it live right here in South Africa. So, some of the biggest names, we just announced our roster. We have some of our brightest stars from the continent and some of the youngest guys also coming in. Serge Ibaka from the Toronto Raptors, who was here the last time but didn't play due to injury. He's going to be on the court. Obviously, Thabo Shafalosha, he's one of the captain of Team World along with Lual Deng. Some of the young guys, Victor Oladipo, who just moved to the Indiana Pacers now, Emmanuel Mudia from the DRC, Dennis Schroeder from the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, these are really, really exciting young players. Gorgie Jang, and then Clint Capella, for example, from the Houston Rockets also. On Team World, Dirk Nowitzki is the captain. This is a 13-time All-Star. MVP of the NBA in 2007. I mean, won a championship with the Dallas Mavericks. I've had the privilege of working with him for 12 years. Unbelievable human being and a great player, one of the greatest to ever play the game of basketball. And then you have Kemba Walker, who's an all-star in New Orleans this year from the Charlotte Hornets, one of the best point guards in our league. Kyle Lowry, I mean, we all know, very exciting young player also from the New York Knicks, Porzingis. He's going to be here. He's going to be here with us. And DeMarcus Cousins, this is an Olympian, multiple-time gold medalist with the USA basketball team. So, and then a host of legends, and coaches, championship coaches like Eric Spoelstra from the Miami Heat, and most recently Ty Lue, from the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's going to be an exciting week full of personalities and all the ancillary events that we'll be doing also. A business summit, innovation summit the day before on Friday, which is really meant to use the convening power of sport to have a conversation around how we can find innovative ways to continue to empower youth across Africa through sport and through basketball.
And of course, finally, just before I let you go, you've had a chance to just maybe have a chat with some of these guys that are coming here in South Africa. In just quick words, what is the excitement from their side in coming in Africa as well, and just to see maybe try and help in growing the game through the clinics?
I was in Paris last weekend for the K54 street basketball tournament. Kemba Walker, and Victor Oladipo were there. And they are super excited about Kemba's telling me he already booked his safari, he's coming with his family, kids, and just going and enjoying the opportunity to discover a new country. South Africa is a beautiful country, Johannesburg is a world-class city, and this is what these guys are excited about coming. And really our work in the community, we partner with the Nelson Mandela Foundation, UNICEF, and also SOS Children's Village of Southern Africa, that we are going to be in these communities building legacy project and really making sure that the game is going to be, yes, exciting on Saturday, August 5th for those who are lucky enough to get a ticket to go to the arena. I'm exhorting fans to go and buy their ticket, which is moving fast. But even those who cannot make it, they will have an opportunity to watch it on Kwese, on Soweto TV. And also, we are coming to their communities. We'll be in Orange Farm, for example, to the partnership with Habitat for Humanity to build homes, and multiple school visit, playgrounds, and just a lot of opportunities for our players and our NBA family to engage with local communities.
Amadou, I'm excited about this. As you can see, I've already put up my sneakers there. Thank you for taking the time to join us on the show today, and I wish you all the best coming this 2017 game. No,
thanks for having me, and again, you guys are doing a fantastic job. I woke up every NBA Finals game to watch live on Soweto TV. That was really exciting, and we're looking forward to more to come.
Thank you very much. Now, there was NBA Vice President and Managing Director Amadou Gallo. Thanking him for taking the time to join us here on the Dlala Mzansi. Do go out there and get your tickets. Remember, the game is on the 5th of August at the Ticket Pro Dome. As I said, I'm already wearing my sneakers and preparing for the game. Kusasa Dlala Mzansi, ungaindawo.